Hi everyone, it's Mama Bird. If you're planning a winter trip to Pigeon Forge with kids, I want to share a few things that worked really well for our family, especially for colder weather when outdoor plans can be a little unpredictable. Winter ended up being a surprisingly great time to go. The crowds were lighter, everything felt calmer, and there were so many indoor or weather friendly options that kept the kids busy without feeling overwhelming. These aren't in any particular order. This is just what we personally did, what our kids actually enjoyed, and what felt worth it for our family. First up, the Titanic Museum. This was one of our standout stops. Little Bird had fallen deep into a Titanic phase thanks to YouTube. So when we realized there was a full Titanic museum right in Pigeon Forge, it felt like perfect timing. From the moment you walk in, it's immersive. But what really impressed me was how hands-on it is for kids. They weren't just walking through reading signs, they were actively doing things the whole time. They were taking trivia quizzes as we went, trying to steer the ship away from the iceberg, sending messages in Morse code, attempting nautical knots, and even shoveling coal to understand what that job would have felt like. The sloped deck, where you actually feel what it was like trying to climb as the ship tilted, was a huge hit with Big Brother and Sister. And one of the most memorable parts is that each visitor gets a boarding pass with the name of a real Titanic passenger. At the end, you find out whether that person survived, and the kids were honestly very invested in that moment. One quick tip: you can't take video inside, which I actually loved because it helped everyone stay present. And if you want photos on the grand staircase, earlier is definitely better before the crowds roll in. Next, the Hollywood Car Museum in Gatlinburg. If you're looking for a calm indoor stop, something that feels like a quiet break from the busy parkway, this was such a pleasant surprise for us. We mainly went because little brother loves cars. One of his big Christmas wishes was a toy Lamborghini, so getting to see a real one in person felt pretty magical for him. What we didn't expect was how uncrowded it would be. For most of our visit, we were basically the only people in each section, which made it so easy to take our time and let the kids really look at everything. There's a strong nostalgia factor too, which made it fun for the adults. You'll see things like the Batmobile, the Ghostbusters car, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and cars from the Fast and Furious movies. There are also celebrity cars connected to Dolly Parton, Elvis, and Mike Tyson, which added a fun layer of "oh wow" moments for the grown-ups. Each bird had a favorite, and for us, that's always a good sign a stop was worth it. This one earned a full 5 out of 5 feathers for our family. Now let's talk about Dolly Parton's Stampede. Christmas at the Stampede. This ended up being Sister's favorite activity of our entire trip, and I totally understand why. If you've never been, it's so much more than a dinner show. Yes, the horses are incredible, but the show is packed with variety. There's comedy, audience participation, piglet races, which were the kids' absolute favorite, ice skating segments, and magic acts that genuinely left us confused in the best way. And of course, the food. The chicken was excellent, like so good that Papa Bird declared it his favorite part of the entire show. For winter travel, this worked especially well because it's completely indoors, high energy, and it keeps kids engaged the entire time. It's one of those activities where you don't have to worry about the weather at all. Next up, the island at Pigeon Forge. The island is such a good winter stop if you want something flexible that works for different ages and different energy levels. You can do a lot there without committing to one big all-day plan. We spent time in Arcade City, did a laser tag, and wandered through the shops. Little brother was especially excited about the toy store. During winter and the holiday season, the island is also really pretty. The decorations and Christmas lights make it feel extra festive. and there are free walking paths where you can just soak it all in. There's also a tram from the parking area, which is really helpful if walking long distances isn't ideal. For us, Arcade City earned 4 out of 5 feathers, mainly because the prize area was incredible, but a couple favorite games from another arcade we love were missing. Winter in Pigeon Forge ended up being a really great fit for our family. We found a balance that worked for both kids and adults. Educational experiences like the Titanic Museum, calm, uncrowded stops like the Car Museum, high energy entertainment with the Stampede, and flexible fun at the island. If you're planning a winter trip with kids, Pigeon Forge has plenty to offer. My biggest tips are to plan around indoor activities. Go earlier in the day when possible, and leave space in your schedule for cozy downtime. Because that's what makes winter trips feel fun instead of exhausting. Thanks for coming along with us, and don't forget to follow Mama Bird Adventures for more honest family travel experiences. Because, after all, we're birds of a feather that travel together.